Okay, so let's switch it up. Like I said, I like to keep things light on a Daydreamers podcast and just in my life. I don't like all that drama and stuff like that. But, okay, so I've been watching Orange is the New Black. I don't know how I came across it. I just decided to go ahead and watch it one day. And I like it. I just finished season 1. I know I'm behind. It's like 5 seasons. I know I'm extremely behind, but whatever. I'm here now. And so I've been watching that. I kind of identify with the main character, Piper. Piper is, well, she's a white woman, like maybe early 30s. I wouldn't put her past 35. So we're probably about the same age. She's probably like 32, something like that, maybe. But she's lived a pretty good life, like good childhood and everything. Like she's kind of like, in my opinion, like the girl next door who likes to party in college and stuff like that, get really drunk and things like that or whatever. But she ends up making just like one really bad decision. Well, not one, but she ended up having a girlfriend who was a drug trafficker. And so they traveled all over Europe and things like that. And one particular time, Piper took some drugs, I don't know, across countries or something. Anyway, she took some drugs somewhere. And so the girl ended up, 10 years later, the girl ends up naming her. And so now they're both in jail. And I say I identify with Piper, not because I'm white or because I'm a lesbian or I participate in extremely illegal activities. But just like you got this individual that's now plucked out of her very cozy, light, fluffy life, and she's stuck in pure hell. And so, like, as I'm watching season 1, I was like, damn, I know exactly how she feels. She's in this thing lost. She's trying to make the best out of the situation. She's trying to lean on friends, trying to keep, keep some form of her life going, her old life going. I think she's in jail for a year. Like, I guess this federal prison, for a year maybe. But like, she ends up going through so many changes. She gets depressed. And I was like, damn, this reminds me of my freshman year in college. Like, I hated my freshman year in college. It was pure hell. Hated that shit. But I will say this. If it wasn't for those experiences, I would not be who I am today. For instance, like, I felt trapped when I got to college. When I first got there and I realized this is where I'm going to be at, I felt trapped. I was really nice back then, like really nice. I was naive as fuck. I still am. But like back then, ooh, Lord, I was so green. I thought everybody was my friend. Like, that's the mindset I had. Everybody's my friend. We're all going to be friends together. And we're going to have this merry old time. It was not like that. The first weekend I went home, my freshman year in college, I wrote my roommate a note. And it was something like, hey, girl, I'll see you in a couple of days. Have fun. Like, it was one of those type notes. We had just school just started like a couple weeks ago. I'm going home for Labor Day. Like, hey, I'll see you later. I wrote her one of those really nice notes. Come to fucking find out, she took the note and like told everybody around us and was like talking about me and stuff. And I was just like, damn, I was just trying to be nice to you. Would you rather me just cuss you out? Like, I wasn't like that back then, but like, dang, like, really? That's how you treat people that's trying to be nice to you? But like, that's the type of stuff that I experienced. And like, that's the type of stuff Piper experienced her first year, the first season of her being in jail. I was trying to figure out where I fit in because now all of a sudden people are making fun of the way I talk. Like, that shit hadn't happened since like elementary school. And even then it was like, so what? They liked me anyway. And it wasn't a big deal. But now I'm back in that shit again. And I'm just like, wait, what? Because she was just a fish out of water. And that's how I felt too. Like, she had to learn how to stand up for herself. I had to do that. I didn't learn how to do that until I got to college. I lived a pretty sheltered life. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But like, I never had to fight. I got to my first fight when I got into college. Because this bitch kept fucking with me. And then she talked crazy to my mama. So I got to my first fight. Piper, the main character in Orange is the New Black, got into her first fight when she got to jail because there was this crazy bitch that kept fucking with her. Well, actually, the girl was trying to kill her. But Piper clearly snapped because she was just under so much pressure. You know what I'm saying? She gets mean. She just develops this I don't give, like now in season 2, she kind of has this I don't give a fuck attitude. Like I had that too. I was just like, I totally identify with this chick. But let me tell you about this. If y'all heard my episode 2 with my cousins, you heard me speak about a weird habit. I cannot throw away dirty panties. And if you haven't listened to episode 2, this is what I said my weird habit was. I have to wash my panties before I throw them away. Like, I just cannot deal with the idea of my DNA just being out there like that. Like, somebody just come across my panties and be like, damn, what she ate today? Like, damn, when the last time she took a bath? She worked out? Can't do it. She been eating asparagus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that. I just can't have that. So when I discover a hole or they get old or whatever, I just, I take them off and put them in the washing machine, and then I dispose of them. So this is why I say, here's the reason why I say me and Piper are still on some level seeing eye to eye on some things. I totally identify with her. Season 2. She's in solitary confinement for whipping this girl's ass that kept fucking with her. She gets shipped off to this other facility. She has no idea why. She's been in a month in solitary confinement, so she don't even know what day it is. She don't know where she is. She doesn't know anybody. Once again, she's stuck in another area where people are trying to try her. She's just trying to be nice and feel her way through, and they're just being mean to her, bullying her, and all that type of stuff. But she sees a glimpse of her ex, the one that was doing the drug trafficking, and they're in jail together. She sees a glimpse of her, and she's like, oh my God. Even though she doesn't like her, she's like, oh my God, girl, what's up? I'm so happy to see you. But like, she couldn't find her. So there's this male inmate that kind of just like been checking her out and stuff, messing with her. So she goes up to him because he's a little more mobile than she is. He can move around a lot more. So she's like, I need you to find this person and give them this note. She looks like this and just give it to her. Her name is this. Give her the note. And he's like, well, what you going to do for me? And she's just like, a kiss. And he was like, nah, I don't want that. Anyway, after some trial and error of what she's willing to give and what he's willing to accept, he says he wants her panties. And she's like, panties? He's like, yeah. And she's like, no, like, I don't have any panties. These are the only ones they gave me, and I haven't gotten any new ones in 4 days. And he's just like, okay. And she's just like, what? She's just looking at him like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'll take them. And she's like, but these are 4-day-old panties. I've had these panties on for 4 days. And he's like, okay. So she's like, the fuck? Still. But she turns around, goes in the bathroom, takes some dirty ass 4-day-old panties off and gives them to him, right? And he takes the biggest whiff. Like the biggest whiff. It was like, yeah. Stuck him in his pocket, walked off with the note to go find Piper's friend. And she's still standing there like, are you fucking serious? Like, you're crazy that you want my 4-day-old panties, and I can't believe I just gave you my 4-day-old panties. So now I never gave anybody my dirty panties, but it's just the mere fact. Like that's like that. Like I cannot deal with like the idea of somebody possibly discovering dirty ass panties. And then like in episode 2, my podcast episode 2, my cousin Candy was saying that like she came across this Facebook group or something where women were talking about, or they either were doing, but talking about selling. People will buy soiled panties. And when she said that, I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, like they actually do it. Like people will, like there are women that are selling like their dirty panties. And I was like, you mean to tell me I could have made money off that shit? And she's like, yeah. And she was like, the dirtier they are, the more they'll pay for it. And I was like, that's the weirdest shit ever. Where is this website? But I can't do it. They got to be washed.